Son, you have taken on a whole new significance for me now that I am a proper Enderman with proper Ender blood flowing through my Ender veins. Man, this is starting to sound like product placement for all Ender-related items. Ender chests, Ender pouches. I've been hearing about them all day long. Anyway, son, you now burn my skin, and it's really painful. But luckily you are now setting beneath the atmosphere as it loads below me. I can walk on clouds now. I can teleport again. Reforge some spells. And now I'm inside a cloud and my third person doesn't work at all. Well, this is intimate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RAC Pack. Gaze deeply into my eyes, and in them you will see the color green. That's not particularly significant. But what is significant is laser beams. Laser beams are really important to, the health of individuals and the health of entire civilizations and societies. So we are going to make one today. That is my plan. That is my scheme. But first, I would like to talk about this spell book. See, if you watched my previous episode, you will have seen a really long episode that I would have probably split into 2 episodes had I been thinking about it. You would have also seen that I lost all my stuff. I have since reforged a few items off camera here at my new base. This is not my new base, this is a cloud. But before we go down to the new shambles of what will eventually become my base, let's go over what I've made. Made these goggles of revealing, obviously. Made the boots of the traveler with slow fall, which give me the cool cloudy effect. So if I teleport straight up, I can just kind of glide around from cloud to cloud without making a sound. Sing it out loud. Oh gosh, that's terrible when I do that in third person. Anyway, those are actually the exact same boots that I made for Frog with the exact same enchantments, but I don't know. I think they are objectively the best enchantments. Obviously, I made my blink spell again, gave it a better icon. I think that looks pretty cool. Made another emerald wand. I also made a couple of backup greatwood wands. You'll see why we have those later on. Made some mana potions. I'm not exactly sure why I would ever need these mana potions because I'm so totally amazing. Oh, I forgot I was trying to be humble. I'm so totally humble. Why would I assume or presume to drink a mana potion? Anyway, let's get back to my spell book. I've put a bunch of spells into my spell book, most of which have to do with teleportation. So I'd like to describe what some of them do here. First off, we have planar recall. What planar recall does is if I'm in a dimension other than the overworld, it will teleport me to the overworld, which is super handy for getting out of, say, the nether. I can travel to the nether using this spell, Nether Shift, which is kind of glitchy, but hey, who needs nether portals, right? I'm an enderman, I should be able to go there. Although you never do see endermen in the nether, so I guess I go to the nether because I'm such a hipster. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Disapparating is cool. Let's talk about that. Disapparating lets me teleport to wherever I set my anchor point. So with these 2 spells, oh, and I forgot to mention, when I'm already in the overworld, planar recall just sends me to my bed. So with these 2 spells, I can have a waypoint that I teleport to, and I can teleport back to my bed whenever I want, and I can teleport into the nether from anywhere. So super useful in conjunction with Blink. I can just go all the places whenever I feel like. It's amazing. Let's stand on this cloud so my head is not in a cloud. Other spells in here. Spectral Cloak is just the worst spell I've ever scribed. Let's go into third person for this. Woohoo! Invisibility! Except it doesn't make my gear invisible, and it only lasts for, wait for it, 10 seconds. That's a terrible spell. Astral Grip. This one is much more interesting. In fact, it's so interesting, I'm not even going to talk about what it does, but it's the closest thing I have to a combat spell. Then we have Void Heart, which is the upgraded version of Void Skin, which was my regen spell. This one directly heals damage and cleanses any potion effects off of me. In fact, I wonder if it will cleanse the cloaking effect. So I have Cloak on me right now. Let's cast that, and now I'm no longer invisible. So it's like drinking a bucket of milk. Anyhow, all of this blinking around all the place has made me very high level in spellcasting, as you can see by the blue 54 above my experience level, but it has also given me very high Ender affinity, which I thought was going to be a lot better than it is, let me get back in this cloud, don't want to go down just yet. Ender Affinity was supposed to make it so that Endermen did not attack me when I looked at them. It was also supposed to make it so that blinking spells were cheaper. And it was supposed to give me, what was it? Oh, and it was supposed to lock at 100%. I'm currently at 100% Ender Affinity, but as you see, when I cast another spell that's not Ender Affinity aligned, I suddenly get a little bit of other affinity, which I can get rid of by casting another Ender spell. So, that means that because all these features of affinities are not working in multiplayer, it means that the main benefits of Ender Affinity are kind of not there, but all the weaknesses work just fine, so now my max health is lower in sunlight and water, which is just fantastic. I had the components to make 6 heart canisters with me when I lost all of my gear in the roguelike dungeon, so I will need to reassemble all of the materials for those heart canisters. That is going to be amazing, but I've been doing a lot of reassembling recently, so it's just all part of the business of rebuilding, I suppose. Let's drop down here. On the subject of humility and building giant laser cannons, let's look at my new base. This is the canyon, so I think my base is over here, through the clouds. Dun, 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 dun. This is like the mage's solution to the jetpack hang glider paradigm of travel. World, if you would be so kind as to load, you're ruining the dramatic reveal. There we are. I have started laying out, let me get another aerial view of this. It's not loading that quickly. I have started laying out the foundations of my new, very, 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 very humble, obviously, abode. Now, the floor plan is based off of a building from another game that I have played, but I won't say what. We'll see if you can eventually guess later on. I don't know. Come on, load, 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 load. Thank you. Over here you can see some holograms. These are how I have been mapping out all of these curves. It's really easy to just use this block. It's just 8 blocks of glass and a torch makes a building guide, which is apparently vitreous in nature, and you can customize it to all these cylinders. I left this up just for demonstrational purposes. So, it might look impressive at first, but believe me, it's a mess. This is all it is. I've used every stitch of cobblestone I have, chiseled with a chisel mod, to make all this, but really, my home is just this hole in the wall, filled with chests. These are all the chests that I moved from my old base using these dollies from the Java mod. Although the hut himself has never showed up. I know, it's just a better barrel edition mod. Silly name. Anyway, laser cannons, that's why you're here, right? Or are you here to see Horse? Because I'm sorry, but Horse is still gone. He's not coming back. Maybe one of his relatives will show up later. I don't know. It's still sad to think about. First Vigil, now Horse. Going to start developing abandonment issues. Alright, I have set up all my magic crap in this room. In fact, oh, that just puts me above. Okay. Well, anyway, I have this massive infusion altar with all of these Vis crystals, because hey, what good do Vis crystals do you sitting in a chest? No good at all. And these ones, you can easily reclaim by just breaking, just like that. Now I need to recraft that, because we're going to be using this infusion altar. Oh boy, it's going to be my first infusion done in not flashback form. How exciting. We've got all of our osmotic enchanter stuff. I upgraded my crafting altar to quartz. I've got my essence nexus. It's been a really long time since I actually talked about any of this stuff, so I'm forgetting what it's all called. And I've got my little distillery, which I've been using to distill quite a bit of stuff for what we are about to do. So, sorry, eating food is loud. I don't like talking while I eat food. It also breaks my immersion. Yeah, immersion, right. So infusing, you may be asking yourself, hey Connorshat, how does infusing work? How does Thaumcraft work? Why have you not explained any of this to us yet? Well, those are all very good questions. But anyway, I would like to show you this chest full of crap. You may be thinking to yourself, that chest full of crap looks an awful lot like a chest full of crap. And I can assure you that in that assumption, you are absolutely correct, because this is a chest full of crap. But this crap is of such a magical crappy nature as to allow me to build an amazing freaking laser cannon out of the contents therein. So I am going to stop trying to sound like I know any decent words or vocabulary and just take all this stuff and we can just get going with this right away. The first thing we're going to do is make a pickaxe of the core. This pickaxe, it's in artificing. There we are. This pickaxe allows us to get purified metals out of things. No, native clusters, that was it. It's also just a really decent pickaxe, and I think it'll be easier to enchant. Obviously, Frog did not want to hear about my pickaxe enterprises, so thank you for that, Frog. What was it? It was a great wood log in one place. Boop. It was a diamond in another. Dang it. Inventory rearranging itself. I can rearrange my own inventory. Thank you very much. Some fire shards here. I am so freaking confident with this infusion setup, and what was the possible flux for this? Negligible. Yeah, there's no friggin' way that I'm going to get any flux from this infusion. We've got all of the Perfodio, I think, and Ignis and Census that we need for this, so we might as well just infuse it right away. Do, quiver, quiver, quiver. You see, even the Matrix is quivering with excitement. No, not that Matrix. Here comes the Ignis. Nope, nope, nope. Drinking Essentia mid-air is really bad. It does terrible things to your neural connections. Trust me. I know. Oh, it's eating the fire essences. That'll get the native clusters out of some of the ores. We're not actually going to use this pickaxe as a pickaxe, though. In fact, we're hardly ever going to mine anything with it ourselves at all. Look at that pickaxe of the core. As always, research all the things. Thaumcraft. Man, this is my first time like really doing Thaumcraft on camera in an episode because I've been keeping it secret all this time. The forbidden love finally comes to the screen. Oh my. So, Osmotic Enchanter, let me just charge you up. This is why I made all these wands, is because this thing takes a lot of Vs. Alright, what the heck kind of enchantments do I want on this? Wow. Consuming, corrupting, Flaming Touch, I don't even know what I want. It won't be repairing because repairing unfortunately does not work with what we're going to do with it. The Corrupting Enchant allows you to harvest nether shards without having to be in the nether. A pickaxe will randomly corrupt harvested elemental shards. I don't want that. How about consuming? Sick of having to empty your pack of Nope, I don't want that either, because we are wanting to get a lot of cobblestone to build this entire place that we are building. So we don't want that or that, and everything else I know basically what it does, I think. So we are going to want Unbreaking 3, and we're going to want Fortune. Do we want Efficiency on here? How much? This will already take up, that'll take up pretty much all the Ordo we have. So I think just Unbreaking and Fortune. I don't think it needs Efficiency. That might not even affect the speed. Whisper to me. This one's Larry, this one's Gary, this one's Harry, this one's Mary, this one's Barry, and this one's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Are we done yet? Nope. Need to come up with more names for things. Your name is Bruce. Hey, Bruce. How's it going, Bruce? My ill-placed Oculus over here doesn't have a name because it's an Oculus. Oculuses don't have names, even though I just called it by a name. Swap out the wands. More Ordo is required. There we are. Pickaxe of the core. So that is out of the game, and now that the pickaxe of the core is done, Frog-Legged once again graces us with his presence. So next up, we're going to want to make some splendid little lamps. And these things, these are the only reason why you would ever, ever, ever want to mine amber ore, because they let you do this. Bam! Make these lamps. Arcane lamps, when you place them, they spawn light sources around them anywhere that they feel it is dark. So instead of having all these torches everywhere, I'm going to put an arcane lamp. Where's the center of this room? I have no clue. So can I reach up there? Boop, boop. No. Oh well. I'll put that somewhere later. We don't really need it right now, so we'll put that in the chest. What we do need right now is to make ourselves a frickin' laser cannon. So, let us first make some eldritch items that are possibly beyond your ability to comprehend. Look at this, such fiendish machinations being birthed in my eldritch laboratory. It's vanilla tools. I don't know why you're suddenly so surprised by that, Connor Chap. Myself. I'm talking to myself again. Oh well. Isn't that the entire premise of this though? Me talking to myself? I don't know anymore. Alright, so we've got those. Let's start setting up our infusion. We want that there. We want this there. I think we'll want a couple of greatwood planks. I just feel in the need for some greatwood planks. And then we want air and terra, which is mostly what I've used to stabilize. Gosh darn it, inventory tweaks, stop doing that. Air and terra are mostly what I've used to stabilize this in the first place. Does that look good? I think that looks good to me. But what on earth goes in the center? Crikey, let's check. In artificing, yes, we're going to make an arcane. The one thing I forgot to make. I knew I was going to forget something. If I did host a cooking show, it would have very poor reviews. And yet, for some reason, it would get renewed for at least 7 seasons, and everyone would complain about it. Oh well. Wouldn't you know it, the one resource we don't have is cobblestone. Because I used all my cobblestone to build that monstrous structure that is currently above us. Oh man. That's partly, honestly, why we're building this laser cannon, is because we need... Why are pistons arbor? They should be complex machines. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Anyway, we need a lot of cobblestone to finish up this building. This building is going to take a long time to make. Really long time. And so, yeah, I would like to have the resources required to do that. So, the essentials required for this are... that is Potentia, that is Machina, Vacuous, Motus, Perfodio. We have enough, more than enough, of all of those. We have some extra Vis shards and some extra Greatwood planks in case anything explodes. But honestly, I don't think anything's going to explode. Why on earth would we need extra tools or anything to fix this? Haha, yeah, I'm gonna go make some spare diamond tools just in case they explode. I don't want this to go south, or any other direction for that matter, other than forwards into progress. Are we really going to use all of our diamonds to make more tools? Yes, we are. Safety first. As you know, I am an absurdly cautious individual who would never take risks about anything, ever. Man, I think the sarcasm is starting to boil my ears off. That didn't even make sense. Let's go up and do this infusion, because I'm jonesing for a laser cannon. I'm sure you are too. I mean, laser cannons are just... I mean, why else would you mod Minecraft other than to make laser cannons? Are you going? No? Zap. Zap, zap. Is my wand drained entirely of Vis? Is it just not even active anymore? This Greatwood wand should do it. We have everything in place. Holy frack, I've done something wrong. Let me check my Thaumanomnomnomicon. There we go. Oh man, wait. This isn't a Thaumanomnomnomicon. This is just a Thaumanomicon. Where's my anvil? I will not stand for appropriately named literature. I need an anvil here. And just like that, the pacing of the episode is gone, because now you need to see me search through all of my stupid chests, or by all I mean 3, for the one anvil that I bothered to pack. Here we are. You are named the Thaumanom... Come on now. Nomnomicon. That makes you much easier to say and read, clearly. Every decent, classy mage should do that, for reasons that I decided exist. Okay, so, Thaumanomnomnomicon. What am I doing? I didn't just forget one thing. Get some bling, and with the proper bling, we can now make a thing. Doodle-ding. Transitioning. I need to change this entire setup. That is just so fantastic. And I didn't even bother to grab extra gold, so let's hope that the gold doesn't explode. Yay, I'm so safe. So, I'm the pinnacle of safety and security. Oh boy. Actually, does the order that these things go around the altar actually matter? And why is my frame rate tanking? We may never know. Come on, go on the... Oh boy, this is gonna be rough, isn't it? That's good enough for me. Let's do this. Don't explode. Creepy little curvy snakes of Essentia, don't make my stuff explode. Are they curling around? Oh, this entire process looks so freaking cool. I just can't get enough of it, baby. I can't get enough of you, baby. Thaumcraft, you know it's true. How many pickaxes did I put on there? I distinctly remember putting exactly less than 2 pickaxes on that pedestal, so I must just be going bonkers again. Ah, well. I can't even remember what I named you. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me for that. Just, you know, Harry, Barry, Mary, Larry, Gary, and Dwayne Johnson. I mean, there are easy names to remember, but you... Did I get your names wrong too? I don't know. All I know is that my frame rate is tanking so much that if anything goes wrong, I won't be able to do a thing about it. So, let's just cross our fingers and hope that everything gets eaten. Nothing goes wrong at the last possible second, like it did when I was making the Osmotic Enchanter face. Is it good? Is it good? Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh please, no. Oh please. Please, no. Thank you. Okay. Let's grab our arcane board. Yes. We now have a massive laser cannon, and I need to resolve this lag.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we last left off, my frame rate was lagging for no reason. But now we are back, and we are ready to roll. Oh yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Larry, whatever Airy you are, you just giving me some... You are all just giving me some looks here, and I do not appreciate them. We need to build a base for our laser cannon, because all laser cannons need bases. So, just a bit of iron, bit of that, bit of the other, and that's the other that I was saying a bit of. We also need to make a fancy schmancy switch, because we are so classy. There were switches that took diamonds and emeralds to craft, but we aren't that classy, so we just made some basic iron switches. And what is the rule, kids? The rule is, say it with me now, don't get into unmarked white vans driven by strangers who give out free candy! And also research everything with your thermometer. Yeah. Do the switches have research? A little bit of metal. Cool. So now we have a laser cannon. And what we need to do is we need to make a little thing, this one focus of excavation, which I made ahead of time because I've been using that as my mining tool. But we are going to attach it to this arcane bore because the arcane bore is cooler. Now, how did I get all this Essentia? That is also a very good question, to which my answer is, hey look, more Essentia! How did I get this? You figure it out yourself. It's melting stuff, that's it. I just put stuff in here, melt it, void the stuff I don't need. Like, look at that arbor, I don't need that. I don't need, oh gosh, I don't need frame lag either. Not again, why? Okay, I've changed what folder I'm recording this to, but you know, maybe some of the other guys were right. Maybe I need to switch to DX Story or whatever that thing was. I just realized I forgot yet another thing. I need to grab myself a chest. This chest will do just fine. There we are. Oh, and that even had the pickaxe that I needed. How considerate of it. Now, we are going to set up this arcane bore. If it's the last thing we do, as part of our rebuilding process, it's going to be necessary. And look, we didn't even need these diamond tools. Ha! What a waste of diamonds. Oh man. Well, now we know that we can trust our infusion altar a little bit better. So now it'll be perfect, and that trust will be betrayed later on. Also perfect. This is the base of our arcane bore, and to that we are going to attach an arcane lamp. So, fancy pants. We are going to research the arcane lamp, or just kind of whack it. There we go. Now, I'm going to be attaching a bunch of stuff to this thing, and I'm doing so for reasons. Just the greatest reasons you could possibly imagine. And those reasons involve lasers. Let's attach the main laser head. Here is the arcane bore. I've never built one of these before. I've also never made that pickaxe of the core before. So this is all kind of new stuff for me, but I think I understand how it works. So, the main component is this base that we built, this arcane bore that we built. And if we access this arcane bore, we're going to put in the pickaxe that we built, and the wand focus of excavation, because we totally built that. I don't think I needed to put... Oh man, I really didn't need to put the Fortune 3 on this pickaxe, but... well, at least it's unbreaking. That's good enough for me. And it provides native clusters. That's an important property. Now, if we put the Perditio, according to my Thomnomnomicon, that will speed up the thing when it actually starts going. Oh, it just absorbed a little bit right there. I'm not sure why it did that, actually. How's it looking? It looks like a laser cannon. I like it. I don't like how it's levitating in the air, so we're going to build... There's the little nozzle for it. We're going to build a little chest, and we're going to put that chest on top of some foundations so it looks less silly. Who am I kidding? It's going to look silly no matter what we do. Anyway, that's the arcane bore set up, and it'll theoretically draw Perditio out of that jar to make it go a little bit faster. And then this lamp will draw lux. Yes. If I repeat something 3 times in a row, clearly, that means I have said it correctly on the 3rd time and not all 3 times. It'll draw lux from that to light up the tunnel as it goes down. So, I think all we need to do is put one of the classiest switches that I've ever built on the side of this, and here's hoping I don't explode literally all of the things. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. It's collecting snow and hardened ice. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh wait, is it gonna mine... Is it gonna mine this? It's going through the Perditio really quickly, but once we get down to the cobblestone, we'll just be able to break down some of the cobblestone into more Perditio and void the Saxum, because that's what you do to get Perditio. Now you know, kids. Alright. Well, this Enderman has just built a laser cannon, and you know, considering what happened last episode with me losing all of my items because of my own incompetence and overconfidence, I'd say I've made a pretty good comeback. Although, I'm still wearing crappy mage robes and mage leggings, so maybe what I'll need to do is make myself some better armor. I was thinking maybe battle mage armor. In the interest of peace and love and harmony, obviously battle mage armor and giant laser cannons are the way to achieve those things. And this thing, I hope it's not causing too much lag for everybody else, but boy, does it look cool. I'm gonna stand here and watch the laser. Laser. Master. Show me your secrets, Master. Unveil the mysteries of the universe. No, I don't think it's going to do any of the things that I just asked it to do. But it is going to mine a big pit. And it said, wait, what is it? What did it say was the width? Oh, that's width, not radius, width. So it should be 5 blocks out in each direction, unless it ends up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew! Barely. So if that is actually the radius around here, then we will know eventually. So, that'll take a while to mine down, and you might be thinking to yourself, why did you set it up here? Well, I'm too lazy to dig the actual mine shaft. This area is eventually going to be the courtyard. There's going to be a fountain right here, but first, underneath the courtyard, I would like there to be a massive hole so that I can build all of the underground catacombs and all that kind of stuff. This place that we're going to build is going to house everything magic and steampunk related that we're going to do, because believe it or not, yes, I am actually finally, for once in my life, going to get into steampunk technology. But more on that later. For now, I am really liking this arcane boar. You are a beauty, an absolute beauty. Let's really quickly use this Essentia funnel to do something magical. This is just so frickin' useful. Here we go. So first we're going to move the Arbor Essentia out of the Void Jar into there. This entire thing is bugged, so it doesn't look particularly functional. But like, yeah, where did it go? Into my hand for some reason. All right, and we put that Void Jar down and put the Saxum there. And then this, we can already start melting that down. Got this full Void Jar of Saxum. This jar, believe it or not, is empty. But it says it's not until I do that. Okay, so now we are producing Perditio, and we will create a new jar of that. That should give us an entire full jar of Perditio, while all the Saxum is just voided into this jar because we don't need it. I have a little control lever here, so I can turn that off if I want. But why would I want to do that? So that's how we're going to continue fueling the Speedy McSpeederson of our... Where is it? Oh, it's in the main courtyard. Of our Arcane Boar. And then the Lux... We don't need that much lux, but if we need more, we can just melt down torches, because torches each contain 1 lux. So this thing, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. We can turn it off at a moment's notice, boop, and turn it right back on. It doesn't even need to warm up or anything. It is powered largely by the Vis in the atmosphere, so hopefully it doesn't cause too much flux, but yeah. That is the story of how I dug a massive hole in the middle of my home. And boy, my home, it ain't in good shape. We have a lot of work to do on accents as well as our home, but hey, we've got all the time in the world. Anyone who still hasn't even cursed me, I am as healthy as an Enderman could be out here in the freezing cold. I chose the cold because now when it rains, the snow actually doesn't damage me, which is nice. Well, neither does rain, it just lowers my health, but snow doesn't. Snow is good. I like snow. It's snowilicious. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I guess that means that the episode is over. So thank you very much for watching all of this absurd laser action. Amazing. And maybe I will see you next time. Adios. Second, I almost forgot. Laser, bobazer, banana, fana, full phaser, fee fi, momazer, laser. Okay, now I'm really done. Hey Frog, you wanna jump into the laser beam pit of death?
Does it hurt me if it hits me?
There's only one way to find out.
So he doesn't know, he wants you to figure that out.
Science, Frog! It's for science!
I'm sciencing right now. It hasn't particularly hit me yet, though. So.
Well, clearly you're not trying to science hard enough. Hup, hup. No,
nope,
I think it's non-damaging. That's wonderful. You see, it's a peaceful laser cannon of doom. I'm not a maniac.